but I will take it. Thank you, Aberdash. I really appreciate it. Let's update this. Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. I had a really rough week. I was not in a happy place, let's just put it that way. Got to do some team drafts, which was fun. Cold Shoulder, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. I'm gonna play soon, I swear.
Sorry to hear about the PT. Keep up the grind.
Okay,
You're
actually,
very
if I'm
inspiring.
playing 24 lands, I'll just play one of those, and I'll play the one commit in the sideboard. Okay. All right, let's go. Blue-red control, 24 lands. Let's try it out. What? You know, I really wish that's like for the next update, they can set it so like you can lock these, and you know I don't have to resize it every time. No, so what I'm doing right now is playing Peter Viren's list. Which was playing 24 lands. Which to me, personally, I think it's kind of crazy. But the idea is you're playing 4 Hieroglyphic Illumination along with 4 Censor. So you have 8 1-mana cyclers in your deck with 24 lands. Is there a good way to get value out of drafts? Drafting is usually the kind of worst value thing you can do when you play on Magic Online, unfortunately. I mean, but that's just in general though, right? Like, you know, Constructed's always better. If you want to like make a profit on Magic Online, Constructed is better. Oh, no sub. Sold at VL. Thank you very much for the sub. I'm sorry. So like, I mean, this is like, I guess I keep. Oh wow, this deck is perfect. Runner lands. No big deal. Easy game. What is my opponent playing? Mardu Slow? Is that the new archetype? How did my opponent play nothing turns 1 and 2? And that's a problem with a card like... I mean, Censor is great, but you can't always count it as like a way to get you like lands. So I naturally just want to play more lands. But oh, Jeskai control. All right. This game is going to be real fun, folks. Wait, what is this? I really don't know. Okay, it's just Jeskai control, right? Dude, I'm gonna, yeah. The cast outs are gonna be really good because I don't have any commit to memories right now. Hanosaurus Rex, thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Wait, Jeskai Drakehaven? Oh. I thought it was just Jeskai Control. I probably shouldn't have countered this then. I'm probably just going to lose right here on the spot. I didn't think Jeskai Drakehaven was like a big deck though. Also, anytime you get to censor something, it feels so good.
Don't let Paul's 3 to 5 PT finish distract you from the fact that you and be kept a 1 lander.
Alright, so I'm going to cycle here because the worst thing my opponent can do is just play Glimmer. They can't just resolve a Gear Hulk. What I think about draft versus sealed in terms of skill, I think there's a much higher skill cap in draft than there is in sealed. Like, for example, I like to draft and I dislike sealed deck. That's the thing. I just want to hit all my like. There's got to be some balance between illuminations and lands. I feel like I just want more lands though. Lord Tupperware, thank you very much for the host. I think once you hit 24, you're really pushing it. Will I play zombies later today? No. Will I play MTG all my life? I mean, I can't say that with 100% certainty, but I think there's a good chance that, yes, that could be true, as long as Magic is a game that's played, you know, for that amount of time. You're not a fan of anything over 24? Well, then that just means you don't play a lot of control decks. I mean, this is where the 4 illuminations are nice, though, because you get to a point where you start hard casting them, and it allows you to hit your land drops. No, I think Aetherworks Marvel is horrible for Magic. I think that was a big boo-boo. What? Oh my god. What are you doing, man? And like this is gonna, I mean, my opponent's gonna get me so good too. This is so dirty. Like, you know, they have another counter spell here. It's just like confirm suspicions. Whatever. I don't know why I'm lagging so badly. Negate. Harness Lightning? Alright. I mean, just based on the way my opponent's firing off their spells, I think we still have a chance here. Like, Confirm Suspicions is a fine main deck card, I think, as a one-of in the main. But like, this is a card you're gonna board out in almost every single matchup outside of black-green, because if you're playing against anything with blue, they're gonna have negates and dispels, and it just looks really embarrassing. The PT went very poorly for me, unfortunately. Do I agree that Magic should stay away from artifact sets? No, but I think it's really important to make sure that like you're in a good place in terms of balance. Like if you're gonna print a card, like Marvel definitely needed to be tuned a little more, right? Like it needed to like come into play tapped, or maybe you look at the top 5 cards. Like the way it was printed, it's just, yeah, it was just too easy to abuse. And it's going to be a dominant deck against it. The thing with Marvel too that makes it just so oppressive is like it just makes mid-range not a thing you want to be doing in the format. Like mid-range is almost non-existent, and I don't think that's where they want to be. Or Marvel without Ulamog. If Ulamog wasn't a thing, like what's the best thing you could do with Marvel, right? Like put a Planeswalker into play, or like cast Descent upon the Sinful. That's fine. Yeah, that's really not that bad. I want to play this for like 3. My opponent is crushing me right now. I could also do nothing, but 1, 2, 3. My opponent's just beating me on lands and everything. Just everything. The problem is I can't like play Gearhulk and Disallow in a turn. Standard's certainly better, but it's just one of those things, right? It's like you banned the cat combo and then Marvel just became a thing. What if WotC banned Attune with Ether? Look, the problem card is Marvel, not like Attune with Ether is a good card, but like you can still go turn 2 Puzzle Knot, turn 3 Whirl of Virtuoso, turn 4 Marvel. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Attune is good in the deck, but it's not gonna like destroy the deck. People could play more lands, maybe some blue Puzzle Knots, whatever. Alright, well, my opponent's not really that far ahead despite the confirmed suspicions. Yeah, Pithing Needle looked good. I would be a fan of that one. I don't think they're going to ban anything now, but like maybe if, you know, for Pro Tour Kyoto, they might ban Marvel. I would not be surprised if they ban Marvel. In fact, I would encourage it. My opponent's pulling further and further ahead. I think, yeah, part of the problem was just like you're trying to like hit this balance of like having these fun, flashy mythic cards, but some of them were probably pushed a little too far. And yeah, here we are. So oftentimes what happens here is like he's going to start discarding Magma Sprays here. And yeah, you just want to hit your land drops and what? No Magma Spray? Does this person just not even play Magma Spray in their deck? I'm shocked that they don't have a Magma Spray to discard after going through half their deck. And like you would much rather just keep playing lands than discard Magma Spray. What's my opinion on Temur Tower? I think it's okay, but I think it's gotten a lot worse now that, like, if people copy Yuya Watanabe's list of playing main deck Dissenter's Deliverance, like, it's harder to rely on a card like that. Well, I'm definitely not the one to teach him how to play Limited, but I am excited for the Draft Super League. Look, now he's discarding a cast out to try to hit a land. Why did you discard Inspiring Vantage? Yeah, the good thing about our team is we are like team zero expectations, which I like. Nobody expects our team to do well. But, you know, Kenji drafts all the time. Marshall drafts all the time. You know, I may not be like on the same level as those Hall of Famers, but, you know, I think I can hold my own, so. Oh, man. Game 1 of the blue-red like control mirror is just so exciting. Look at this. Like, this is the thing. I like... There's a non-zero chance my opponent just, like, negates my illumination. It gets a lot faster after sideboard. So, like, Sphinx of the Final Word, for example, would be insane game 1. But again, after sideboard, it's a lot worse when people have, like, multiple Dragon Master Outcasts, Kef Nets, Thing in the Ice, stuff like that. Nope, Boy, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Really appreciate it.
Loved the Enter the Battlefield piece. Keep up the great work.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I think a lot of people were prepared for blue-red. A lot of people just really didn't want to lose to blue-red. So I think a lot of people had it like over sideboarded for the matchup or whatever. Like I saw sideboards with like 3 Dispel, 4 Negates out of Marvel. I don't know, like opponent probably has a bunch of cards in hand. Kind of like what I'm trying to do right now. I just don't want to discard like 3 cards in a turn, which is why I didn't fire off the other Illumination. I just want to make sure every turn I'm hitting a land and discarding like a removal spell. This might be the point where I should start like just playing out Gearhulk. Yeah, because I'm at the point where I'm going to have to start discarding. All right. Fireworks time. Actually, if my opponent counters it, I'll just let it resolve. I just wanted to get a card out of my hand. Thanks, Anders Pish. Really appreciate. You know, everybody. I really appreciate all the kind words. I really do. It means a lot to me. I mean, my plan, I think, is to just try to deck my opponent. And so part of that plan involves me making sure I don't discard Harness Lightnings to kill my opponent's threats. Do I think grinding less GPs makes it harder? It's possible. I honestly don't know. I mean, again, I had a lot of time to kind of reflect back on my Pro Tour performances this year. Like, I thought I did, you know, for example, like Grand Prix San Antonio, I felt really good. We went X and 4, but I thought I was playing really well. But at the same time, that was at the Grand Prix level. And so it's one of the, again, it's like you have to spike in these tournaments. It's just so rough.
Now put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
C7 mate, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. You know, one thing that I noticed today too, everybody's so nice today. You know, it's like nobody wants to beat a guy when he's down, I guess. Also, keep drawing these things. I'm not decking the opponent. He has a commit to memory in his yard. I can counter it, you know. That's like a thing I can do. Can I just counter this? I guess I would just let it resolve.
Now put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Seth Solex, thank you very much for the sub. When isn't the chat nice to me? It's happened. Oh, by the way, Hoonkyu pick. I in my first draft pod, I did play against the guy who was from Korea. He's like, I think I'm the only person from Korea at this Pro Tour. Oh my god, it's resolving. What? I have a glimmer in here? I do. Probably has a harness lightning or something. But my opponent has far less threats than I do, so we might just be able to get him that way. Just outcard them. I'm really surprised that I like won that counter war, to be honest. Here, I don't think I need lands anymore. Just need to make sure I can outcard my opponent. You gotta use your Harness Lightning now. Let's see, how many? We have 3 negates in the deck, right? So we've used 2. We have 2 hard counters here. 2 more hard counters and a Gear Hulk. I mean, another thing I can do that to try to seal up the game is to, like, resolve a pull from tomorrow, but kind of do want to counter this if possible. I don't know. Can I just kill my opponent here? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, if I kept a land, I could have tried to kill my opponent. That would have let me attack with 3 Fumaroles. So I want to do this. Yeah. Maybe just one. Maybe just one. Like, keeping up disallowed double Essence Scatter seems pretty decent. I think we can attack with one of them, though. Really? All right. No Harness Lightning, huh? Oh, wow. So do I counter this? And get my opponent down to 1? And then I can attack with like a bunch of Fumaroles? I can counter the trigger? Why is that... Wait. Why is that better than just like... Then you can't memory it back into his deck. Yeah, but I'd rather... Well... Fine. Oh, sure. Yeah, I mean, he could also commit it back to his hand. I guess I think I didn't actually just count like the fact that I could just go all in with all my Fumaroles. Had I done that, I would have actually just attacked with 3 Fumaroles this turn. 3, 4, 5, 6. We've got 3 cards in hand. No, I don't want to pull and have my opponent play Gear Hulk into memory. So my opponent can like activate, then I try to kill it. They activate again. Then we're okay. Well, 3, 4. Then I try to kill it. Then 1, 2, 3, 4. I try to kill that. But then they could have another Harness Lightning. Keeping up the Essence Scatters for the potential Gear Hulks. This feels like a Gear Hulk. Yeah. Yeah. Taste it. Taste it. We got there. See? I knew it. Okay, I didn't 100% know it, but I had a good feeling. I had a good feeling. These are also considerations. All right. So what's like terrible? And that's another thing about 24 lands is like you're far less inclined to board out these like cyclers. With a bunch of cast outs, I'm thinking Thing in the Ice is a much worse thing to lean on. Because I can just wait a bunch and then he plays cast out. So I guess I'll just go with the outcasts. Maybe like just, I don't know how many Essence Scatters I want. Brutal Explosion is for zombies and Mardu. And I think you can actually board out pull from tomorrow. So the reason why I keep all the lightnings in it is because they can also have their own Dragon Master outcast and potentially Thing in the Ice. Glorybringer is bad in the mirror. No, Glorybringer's not good. And I'm taking out pull because often these blue decks have like 3 dispels and 4 negates post board. So it's really hard to resolve a pull. What did I say? So, one good thing to playing a Dragon Master Outcast turn 1 is it allows you to play through counter magic. Which is why I kept the Harness Lightnings in. Do I want to run it out too? Like, what can my opponent play turn 3? A Kefnet or something? But if I draw like a Harness Lightning, I want to kill it. Whatever, I'll just keep this up. I'm hoping that my opponent just doesn't have a lot of interaction here because they just had 2 outcasts. I guess I could have played it out. And like, I'm probably trading off here anyways. Because, yeah, my opponent has 2 and... Really need to find a harness lightning. Oh, see, my opponent's stuck on lands. Okay. Okay. Is Outcast a legal target for cast out? It is. Although not if you're going with the flavor police. So I don't think I should fire off Glimmer if my opponent's not finding lands, because I think that means they're just super likely to have a counter for Glimmer. So I'm just going to keep playing my lands and, you know, wait for an opportunity where I can cast like Glimmer with negate backup. Now if my opponent gets close to like having Outcast on 6 lands, then that's when I need to just force things. But I think currently we don't have to. Why did opponent attack? Opponent should not have attacked. I don't know. Well, if they don't have lands, then they're afraid of my Outcast going off, then maybe it's correct. You know why I didn't do well at the PT? I didn't have these sweet Guru Islands. I did have unhinged lands, so, you know, it was decent. Why did my opponent not attack this turn? Oh yeah, look at our 24 land deck just chugging along. 24 lands, no big deal. My opponent doesn't even have a cycler. Like, did they board out all their sensors too? Like, what's going on here? Yeah, and I don't even want to play a spell now because my opponent's just gonna discard a good card, you know? And I'm not even in danger here. Yeah, my opponent's gonna pitch like an Essence Scatter or something. Yeah, Gearhulk. Yeah, ship it. Okay, well, although now I do want to hit my land drops. Look at that. By not playing a spell, I just got a Gearhulk out of my opponent's hand. We are winning. Nice confirmed suspicions, brah. Basically Thoughtseize. I know. I know. What is our opponent like? Do I have some like wandering fumarole that I can't see? Would set the advantage bar way over here. So the reason why I'm not casting Glimmer is my opponent is missing land drops and clearly has a handful of counter magic. So by not casting a spell, I'm basically getting a counter out of my opponent's hand. Whereas if I cast a Glimmer, my opponent is going to use a counter spell on the Glimmer. So you know what I mean? So basically, put it this way. By not casting a spell, I'm basically casting a Thoughtseize every turn. And I'm way ahead on lands. Although now with like multiple yeah, so I'm probably going now that my opponent played a land, they're not going to discard. This is a good opportunity to probably fire one of these off. I did also draw a Dispel here. So the reason why my opponent brought in Summary Dismissal, it's not a great counterspell, but it is very good. It is a way to answer Sphinx of the Final Word. So I think that's why my opponent brought it in. Do I want to resolve this? Yeah. Actually, I should have kept the blue up. Negate. There's not a lot that can punish me here. Most decks play 2 Dragon Master Outcasts. Unless my opponent also has Kefnet here. That's fine. AC1212, thank you very much for the sub. So this is an awesome, actually, I didn't think I'd ever be able to do this, but I think, let me think. This might be a decent opportunity to just like cast memory, but maybe that's bad. But like I'm so far ahead on lands, it draws me so many cards. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna be up like 5 lands. I can also just cast Glimmer, but my hand is like pretty bad. All right, let's just do it because everybody wants to see it happen. Oh, come on, everybody wants to see it happen. Let's just do it. Everybody wants to see it. Come on. Come on. Everybody wanted to see it. Let's be real, right? Look, we're up so many lands. And we have a Gearhulk in play. I don't want to do it end of turn because like my opponent's so likely to be able to counter it on their turn. Like you have to know when to try to like fire things off. I mean, I'm gonna fight it. Okay, sure, you got it. But look, I mean, we're still up like lots of resources here. And we get to like resolve all of our card draw while keeping up counters. All right, we're still very, very much ahead here. Ooh. I don't think I need to cycle this yet. Okay. Maybe I'll cycle it next turn. My hand's gas. Yeah. At this point, I don't want... This is like how my opponent can claw back into the game. I think we would be slightly favored here if we did the advantage bar thing. Boom! Take 4. But I really need to just be aggressive with my disallows here, I think. Like, we have the Fumarole advantage and the mana advantage, and my opponent's very low on cards. Like, if my opponent starts chaining Glimmers with and getting Dispels and more Glimmers and stuff like that, then it's really bad for me. Like, if this last card is a Dispel, it'd be bad. If I fall off, I can be the guy in charge of the advantage bar. Oh my god. That's what everybody's dream is. Go to the Pro Tour and be the guy in charge of the advantage bar. Oliver 2 firmly in the lead. It should have sound effects. kind of drew some lands here, so my opponent might be able to come back. Just like, we countered a lot of gas spells, but... Wow, is our hand bad? Hey, this is how I won in the mirror at the Pro Tour. Wandering Fumarole beats. Underrated. An underrated victory condition. Another underrated victory condition. The clock. He has one card in hand? Okay. I like. How did I do at the Pro Tour? Not well.
Now put your hands up, put your hands up.
Okay, I will do that. Squirrel Loot, thank you very much for the 8-month resubscription. Wait, why did they say that certain amount? Does that mean like people can subscribe for more or not? Because I didn't sign up for the beta because I accidentally had all of my Twitch emails go into my junk email folder, so I didn't even know that I could do the $10 and $25 thing. Well, when you play with white, you're going to have more tap lands in your deck, but yeah. Yeah, but I didn't sign up for the other tiers. Coconut 23, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate it. Am I planning on going to more GPs this season? You know, honestly, I don't know. It might be in my best interest to just do all coverage now. Like, lock in silver and then just do more coverage. So, like, I mean, I can talk with China Fireball. They probably have everything lined up, but realistically speaking, I'm just not going to be on the train next year. So, it's not really worth it financially for me to travel to these tournaments. I'm going to Montreal next week for coverage, so I will be doing that. Maybe GP Cleveland, because it's teams. Black green energy. Okay. So this tells me that my opponent's black green energy, meaning that I'm really not going to be able to magma spray anything turn 2 because my opponent played a turn 1 Attune with Ether. That means even if they play a Long Tusk Cub, like, I won't be able to kill it. So I'd rather just play the island to cycle and then use Harness Lightning next turn potentially. These magma sprays are embarrassing. And I should main phase this. This is really awkward, but like, my opponent could very easily play Blossoming Defense, so I just need to kill this on my turn. Do they play for a Flight Hotel when I do coverage? They do. He could have been Marvel. What? Marvel with black? Seems unlikely. I guess they could have. They could. Magma Spray should have cycling. Yeah, I play purple Marvel. Do I prefer coverage or playing professional Magic? I like both, honestly. I mean, currently I prefer... This is Ballista, right? Currently I prefer the other one. I prefer coverage because I can actually do reasonably well at it. Feels bad, man. This is really awkward. that was an untapped land, I would have been a lot happier. I feel like I should keep up Disallowed. This is the turn where my opponent can play something like a Verdish Gearhulk. So I think basically my plan here is to just take the 4 damage here, and then like if my opponent plays something, I can disallow it. If not, I can just Magma Spray the Glint Sleeve Siphoner. Would I rather do coverage with Alistair or beat him at a PT? Well, I don't really want to play against Luis at the Pro Tour for many reasons. Four mana? No, this is land number 5, right? All right. My opponent had like a really slow draw, so we're actually coming back from this. Operation. Okay, we'll let that resolve. So this is going to make me take 4 damage. But I think I want to play a Glimmer of Genius this turn. So, and like, because next turn, like on my turn, I can untap and Magma Spray the Bone Picker. So I'm sacrificing 4 damage, but I'm, you know, I get to like develop my board more and use my mana in a better fashion. Yeah, I like both of those cards. All right, we're doing it. What do you guys think about Bone Picker? Is it great or is it medium? I'm actually not sure what to do here. I don't really want to take 4 more damage. I think I'm going to disallow it. Well, if I kill the heart, then I still don't have the answer to the Bone Picker. That's my problem. Like, if I harness lightning the heart of Carrot, you know what I mean? Whereas if I counter the disallow and then like wait, I have a little more information. The hell is this? Oh, Isabalista. Alright, I can hit a Sensor or an Essence Scatter. Good. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Okay. Actually, that would have been really bad if my opponent drew Blossoming Defense. All right. Look at this 24 land special. We're just doing it. All gas. Incoming Ballista. Oh my god. Aw. One, two, three. Yeah. I want to add to the board. All right. Seems like it's going to be really difficult to lose this one. Wow, look at how perfectly that mana worked out. Oh, God. Just perfectly. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's the thing with this deck, though. Like, if all your removal, like, lines up perfectly, then it ends up looking like this. But we even somehow, like, got use out of all of our Magma Sprays, which normally shouldn't happen. Like, it's something that I bored out in the matchup. And this is not a great matchup. I wonder if I want commit to memory here. Also not sure how many Sweltering Suns I want. It's possible it's just 0. The thing is, if you notice, I just don't have a lot of actual ways to kill their... Like, all their creatures are just kind of big. Maybe Chandra's good. But, like, Sweltering Suns might be better? I don't know. Like, are they going to disallow me? If they disallow me, then I want stuff like this. But like, my Harness Lightnings have to do so much work. Let's see. Do I want Dragon Master Outcast? Like, they have, like, stuff like Bristling Hydras and stuff. It's just like, if I only lean on Harness Lightning as removal, it's just so, like... Brutal is good. The thing is, the 2 damage part doesn't kill anything. Like, if it was 3 damage, I would play it. Like, I like the bounce effect. But 4 mana bounce a creature seems kind of medium, right? Oh yeah, this is pretty medium against Ballista, right? Although they usually board out some number of Ballista. So, like, one of the... All right, let's just, like, try these and see what happens. Explosion is good against zombies. I don't think it's good here. Oh, well, they're going to board out Picker. But yeah, you're right. Yeah, I forgot about Siphoner. How was the PT? The PT did not go well. I went 1-1. Or sorry, not 1-1. I did not day 2. I went 3-5. I lost my last round playing for day 2. This hand's good. Thing in the ice. I think I would rather keep Sweltering Suns over Magma Spray because at least it gets like the... I can't think. You know what I'm talking about. At least it gets the thing. It gets Windy Constrictor. Yes, Elsneck. 1/1 drop. Yeah, it's like I lost my first match. So like, oh, I'm off it. I'm so off it. I'll sacrifice a point of damage so my opponent doesn't get 2 energy. Counter your Gonti. Oh! That was good. Well, I'm glad I have 3 Thing in the Ices and Chandra and Glorybringer. It really so like Dispossess is actually fine if one of them is in your hand. It's just like off like oh man. That hurts. That hurts, man. All right, let's just okay. That's a lot of hand disruption. I guess I can F6 now. Ah! Brutal! Aha! Didn't think you would do it. Haha. F6 again. He knows my hand. Dude, we're so good at this game. Look at this. I'm just playing around blossoming defenses where I can. Bombardment's much worse than Magma Spray because you can't get Dread Wanderer and the other stupid card. Scrap Heap Grounder, as long as they're in the format, you know. Why did my opponent keep all the Bone Pickers? I guess if they're gonna keep in Bone Picker, you know, like Magma Sprays are actually fine. Do you think Jessica control? I don't like the man in Jessica control. We did it! Should have killed my thing in the ice. Yeah, I'll keep both. My opponent might just like cast a Bone Picker or something. Haumph! Yeah! My opponent might just have to play Bone Picker, and we might just censor it. Oh, yeah. Look at that. The old turn 9 censor. No big deal. Oh, yeah. Look at this. 3-turn clock. My whole team hated this card. I wish this was a disallow, though. If it was a disallow, I could counter the Hissing Quagmire activation. See, I mean, now we're in a good spot. My opponent literally just has to pass. Like, to keep up Hissing Quagmire. We're so lucky. We drew all 4 Harness Lightnings. Like, that's pretty lucky. This did not happen to me at PT, by the way. 4th time's a charm. I mean, it could have been... No, it couldn't have been a Gear Hulk. Wow, that's lucky. I don't really know why they kept Bone Pickers in, though. That was kind of weird. You have to have a, like, you know what I mean? I would... The thing is that, like, you have to put your opponent on, like, Thing in the Ice or something like Glory Bringers. So I would actually probably keep some number of Grasp of Darkness. Like, obviously, you take out the Fatal Pushes. And then, like, yeah. Instead of some of these, like, looser creatures. Riot, thank you there for... Wow, English is hard. It's okay, it's my second language.
If only this luck transferred to the PT.
If
Always
only it
rooting
did.
for you, though.
If
GL
only it
next
did.
time.
Yeah. The Marvel deck does seem good. I think, like, the Japanese list is where you want to be. Like, Yuta Takahashi, Yuya Watanabe, like, they all did well with this. And look, and this is why, like, I feel like a lot of people are going to be looking to do this style of deck. So if that's the case, you really want to just board in... If you're a control deck, you should also board in Dispel. Because there's 4 Glimmers, 4 Negates, and 2 Dispels. And Dissenter's Deliverance. Like, they're going to keep that in, too. You unfollowed me? Wow. Wow. Oh, this hand's great. Am I queued for Kyoto? Yes. Yes, I am. Despite all my losing. Next year is going to be different, though. God, I feel so bad. All this lag, though. How is my blue-red holding against Marvel? Well, I've traditionally done well with blue-red against Marvel. Aberdasher, let's just say, like, I am very, very likely to be silver next year. I can do well on my native soil. What is this? Oh. Obgar the Warbarian. Thank you very much for the sub. Really appreciate it. Nice buy. Well, it's a good matchup game 1. I think after sideboard it's a little harder. This is just Team or Marvel. There's like not a lot of creatures you want to counter in this matchup anyways. My opponent might try to run out a big threat here. If it's Rogue Refiner, like, that's fine. Yeah. Like, the thing with Rogue Refiner is, like, you know, like, I have a Magma Spray that effectively does nothing in this matchup. And I just want to make sure I hit my land drop, so I'm just going to play the Illumination here. I guess my opponent could have a Censor or something. Yeah, that's fine. Don't want to hit... I definitely want to hit my land drops. Okay, that's good. I mean, there's no real point waiting here. I am lagging pretty badly though. This might be a good time for my opponent to just like jam a Marvel, I guess. Marvel plays main deck. Well, I mean, there's two different variants, but yes, some decks do play main deck Marvel. I feel like my opponent likely has a Glimmer here, which I'm going to have to let resolve. Oh, well, not anymore. Wow, that's way better for me. This might be negate. A lot of these lists play like one main deck negate. No, it's just puzzle lot. Alright, I'm running this out. Like, it's likely to just die, but I just want to make sure I hit my land drops. And I feel like it's very likely that my opponent would have cycled their sensor by now. Okay. Sure. The thing is, like, holding this and, like, you really want to make sure you, like, resolve your threats as quickly as possible. Like, that's how you're supposed to win this matchup. The longer the game goes, the worse it becomes, but I think they got me. Alright, my opponent is getting kind of close to Ulamog mana. They're on 8 mana now. Alright, that was good. Okay. Yeah, so I'm guessing my opponent's hand is something like 1 or 2 Harness Lightnings, and Ulamog, and possibly a Marvel that they're sandbagging. The Marvel player does not have the advantage in the late game enable, because if you play this matchup where it does go to the late game, then the blue-red deck naturally will have drawn so many more cards that you're so far ahead that hard casting Ulamogs is not actually like a game plan that wins for you. That's what my experience has been. Just need to find Gear Hulks, Glimmers, Illuminations, Pull. If I draw a land, I want to play the land. If I draw like a gas card, well, I can fire off the gas card. I mean, you can censor Ulamog, that just happens. Also, why doesn't my opponent main phase this in case they draw like a Whirler Virtuoso? They have 22 energy. I kind of need to counter this. It's kind of awkward. My opponent has so much energy. Now they play Marvel. Like, this seems like a good time to play Marvel. They cycle 3 sensors, so... Although currently I don't have a counter for Ulamog. I feel like I just need to let these resolve. I mean, again, these magma sprays don't do anything else. All right, give me some gas. Three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Okay. Ooh, we drew a sensor. So if my opponent hardcasts an Ulamog, I probably won't cycle the sensor now. I think I want to do it for 5 so I can counter a Glimmer. No land. Wow. All right. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6. I can negate 1 Harness Lightning. Yeah, I'm just wondering if I should wait. Because I can Gear Hulk. I want my opponent to play the Ulamog first before I play Gear Hulk, I think. So I'll just play Glimmer to just hit land drops, I guess. I don't need these Harness Lightnings. I run four of each Armoric. It's time! Ulamog! Alright. So I think I'm actually going to let that resolve. And I'm going to censor the Ulamog. Yeah. I mean, the way this is playing out is just kind of exactly how you would expect this to play out. Like, I can afford to lose 2 lands here because I have some hard counters. I do need to find a disallow, though. Or another Gear Hulk. There it is. Ah, I mean, these additional illuminations have been nice in these slower matchups, for sure. Why not disallow the trigger? Because I don't think losing the land was a big issue. 4 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. I'll let that resolve. I want to play this with like double negate up, which I currently don't have. And I'm not casting this because I don't really need to discard right now. Although I can probably be cycling Sensor. Do I have a Glimmer in here? I do. Whew! I like. Wow, we have 14 cards left in our deck. 4. Why do I keep bottoming win conditions? Because I currently have a win condition in play. I have other fumaroles I can draw, but I would rather just draw other things. Ooh, am I going to get him with the sensor? No. Okay. Three, four, five, six. I mean, I have a Sweltering Suns, like, coming up, but I just don't remember when. So now my opponent's going to do this. And let's see. I'm going to exile those two. Alright. I can't let that resolve, so I'm going to have to just counter the Ulamog. If I disallow the ability... Why not? I don't want to do that either. I just have to let that part resolve. My opponent's gonna, yeah. Needed to have that one card down. Yes, I can't let Ulamog resolve. Actually, I don't even know if it was correct to play the Fumarole there. Holy cow. Okay. We kill Ulamog with Harness Lightning. It's got Indestructible. This still kills my opponent in 2 turns, but this gives my opponent many more draws. Yeah, I mean, my opponent definitely has outs here. Like a Marvel can even get them out of it. Where are all my Wandering Fumaroles? I have like 2 more in my deck. Okay, we got there. Oh, they were amongst the... Okay, because I was scrying them to the bottom. Okay. That was really close, actually. That was closer than I thought it would be. And I think I probably messed up there. So currently, I'm actually just bringing in the Dispels because everybody's on the Infinite Counterspell plan. Okay, so... I usually keep one of these in because they have Whirler Virtuoso. Can probably cut this. Shave one of these. Maybe 2 of these? Or do I shave an Illumination? I don't know. I think it's... well, maybe like it's important to have all your sensors early. Like, my opponent can play around them, but like you need to have a 2-mana answer to some of their threats. Maybe 2 Dispel is aggressive in the dark. Because this looked like Martin Mueller's list. Let me take a look at Martin Mueller's list and see like how many counterspells he brings in. Because 2 Dispels is only good against like the Japanese version. But no, my opponent did have Glimmer of Genius though, right? Did Watanabe have Chandra in his list? It's like a mix of both. Oh, he had Glimmer. Ah, okay. We'll try one Sensor, one Illumination, but I'm not 100%. All right, 24 land deck, get us there. Like, boarding out Cyclers on 24 lands is, like, kind of sketchy, but... I mean, this hand's good if I just draw lands. Chandra is better if you expect more zombies. Okay. I'm feeling better now because I do have that Essence Scatter. And we have the hard counters here, so... This is ideal. The 8-2 Blue-Red... No, the Blue-Red control deck did not play Ulamog. What? Ermgon, thank you very much for the sub. Much appreciations. Wow, no... So, this is a Glimmer from the opponent. It's like I can't really counter it, though. Wow. Whew! We're getting so lucky here drawing a bunch of lands. They could have Negate here. Or their own Glimmer. It's probably Negate, though. What? You're missing land drops and you're still just... Whatever. Whatever. Definitely want one of those lands, the untap one. Alright. Feeling better about this. Their Glimmers are so much better because they can just proactively like drop their threats. So like, I can't really let them resolve Glimmer because if I counter, they can just like play a threat with the spell backup. Probably gonna negate me here. I can negate back. Here comes a land. I'm keeping the Void Shatter in case my opponent has World Breaker or something. The one nice thing is, like, Torrential Gearhulk is very likely to resolve. Because they don't really... like, they board in negates and dispels. think we just have to let this resolve. Why'd I get slammed so bad? It's because I'm very bad. Well, let's see how many threats my opponent chooses to make here. I mean, I feel like I can defeat 2 Thopters. I kind of want to wait till I get an... Okay, that's good. I wanted to get an 8th land so I can go like Gear Hulk with Negate backup. Blue-red control is pretty good against zombies. I think blue-red is slightly favored. Not by a lot, but... I mean, it depends on how you configure your blue-red deck, but if you build a blue-red deck with zombies in mind, you can certainly make it where you're like 55, 45, 60, 40, something like that. Who put that MTG bot thing there? I feel like I'm gonna get censored here. Do I just wait a turn? I'll wait a turn. I'll wait 1 turn. I'll wait 1 turn. Maybe I should have cast Void. No, I was not supposed to cast Void Shatter. This guy just like doesn't ever cycle his censors. He's in my head. My opponent's in my head. Nothing this turn. He's gonna pass this turn for sure. I like how he just said that. Like, there's no basis behind why he would or wouldn't do that. Why no love for Engulf? I don't have enough islands. I'll let the Harness Lightning resolve. Ooh. Ooh. I like all of these things. See, look, we can outrace the Thopters. I feel like now, like, with all my counters, I can try to fight this. Because otherwise, I will just randomly lose to Thopters. Like, I have 2 hard counters for whatever. Jesus. All the glimmers. I mean, I brought in both of my dispels. I mean, this is why I think they're a little bit favored after sideboard, because they have, like, threats with all the card draw and also the counters. So they're, like, basically playing the same deck, but they just have more threats. How's it going, Sambill87? That is a rarity for you to be able to catch me. Yeah. The Super League's tomorrow, but I don't think I'm... Our team is not playing for... I don't know exactly for how long, but... My opponent still probably has Censor in hand. Why would you leave a Thopter back and not block? That's so weird. This spell was a good draw. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I can like play memory, but it seems kind of mediocre.
Now put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up.
Benjivine, thank you very much for the 13-month resub. Yeah, wish I had a fumarole. If I want to kill this thing, like, my opponent is drawing one card this turn. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. I mean, it'll give me a counter, but my opponent's going to be able to resolve something big. I could do it the turn before, like, the Marvel comes into play. I mean, my opponent could miss with Marvel. It's not usually what happens, but... I probably shouldn't cast memory. Because what if they play like a tracker? Yeah. Tap land. So that means they can't play Marvel and activate. Okay, we need to draw a counter spell. Three, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. So my opponent has a Marvel in play. I think I actually should cast memory. As bad as that feels. Play my land. Wheel of Fortune! Oh god. You're just gonna lose to Marvel. Stupid Essence Scatter. What is this? Okay. That was a good draw.
Are we starting the donation train on what? Come on chat, let's help out. $1 each will help a lot.
Sambo, you are a madman. You are a madman. But thank you so much. Dude, look at this. Honestly, this isn't like he's donated more than this, but another $100 donation from Samuel87. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Wow. That is insane. It is all of the fire. That buys lots of milk. Be cool 1234. Thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Appreciate it. Now I have to go to the GP. I mean, I'm just firing these off when I can, for the most part. Get my opponent off energy. All right, this is looking pretty good. My opponent has no energy for the mark, and this is why you have that split on disallow and void chatter, by the way.
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body?
That's sideboard memory,
Choo
though.
choo.
Thank you very much for the $5 donation, Double Fried. Chugga 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 chugga. Thank you so much. All right. Let's. I'm telling you, you know, my. To be fair, we've been getting kind of lucky too, but
Where'd you get that
my
body?
match, like, when I was testing, it was going so well, and I was just getting crushed. But I think I got lucky that game. Like normally, like my opponent has like an
Finally
extra
caught
counter
the
spell there or
stream.
something.
You
I
are
don't
the
know.
best. Equals D. Shall donate more in the future. Smiley face.
Ermgon, thank you very much for the $2 donation. Really appreciate it. Thank you guys. Yeah, 24 land control. Did we break it? Is this where we need to be? How do I feel about standard? It's okay. This is basically, what's his name? Who? Peter Viren's list. He went 8-2 at the Pro Tour with this deck. What is this? I don't even know what my opponent's doing. I see an island. I mean, I have no answer to just a 2-mana 3/2. I guess I'll counter it. Ah! Stupid magma spray. Menno D, thank you very much for the subscription. I bet my opponent's last card is a fatal push. So I'm actually gonna wait on this magma spray because I don't really want to negate the fatal push. So it feels weird, but like taking 3 a turn also isn't the worst. Like I bet my opponent's deck is kind of slow, but there's a decent chance my opponent just tries to like jam a Gideon or something. Would I run 3 cast outs or 3 negates? I don't think those cards are mutually exclusive. Like you can play both of those cards. This is not a scam, by the way. This
I will
Samuel,
match
I do
all
not know this
donations
person.
in the next 5 minutes.
Oh my god.
That body from?
Oh my god.
Got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Chug it, choo choo.
Okay. Apparently, Sambil will now match all donations in the next 15 minutes. Apo Dionysus, $15 donation.
From my daddy.
Oh my god, okay.
Where'd you get that body?
Okay.
Train hype.
Alright, this is... Okay, thank you, Apo, for the subscription, or donation. I can't even focus anymore. What the hell is happening? This is insane.
Get that body from?
Oh god! 5 minutes! 5-minute timer, let's go! I guess!
Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
I still gotta focus on this match. Squax, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm just not gonna be able to focus on my match. That's the thing. This is crazy. This is how I cash PTs. Do poorly and have people feel bad for me. That's how I cash PTs. Oh my god.
Where'd you get that body
Yep,
from?
yep.
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy. Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that
Do
body
ticket donations count?
Train hype.
I don't know. You'd have to ask him. Baslin, thank you very much for the subscription.
Where'd you get
Appreciate
that
it.
body from?
Oh my god.
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy. Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
CFB gas.
What? Spell Queller?
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy. Got it.
Hey,
What?
body from?
Happy birthday, Paul.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy.
Should have sprint. I didn't know Spell Queller was in the deck.
Hey,
Oh my goodness. This is insane.
I think we
Okay.
will all have this
Aberdasher
song stuck in our heads for the
777.
next
Sea
3
Stone
days.
Debate $4.20. Bandwedge 777. Seth Solix $20 donation. Okay, fine. I'm a bandwagoner. Oh my goodness. 505 boobies, 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 boobies.
body from?
I know you hate me, Paul, but one day I will win your love with cash.
Where'd you get that
Oh
body
my
from?
god.
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy. Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Matching time.
Where'd you get that body from?
You guys are
Got
insane.
it from my daddy.
This is unreal.
Daddy. Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Okay, fine. I'm a bandwagoner.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy.
Dude, no, Samuel, you really don't have to match the. Well, I guess now you have. I don't even. What is.
Paul, 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 Paul.
Where'd you get that body from?
Oh my god.
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy.
Oh my god.
Hey, where'd you get
Guy,
that body
you really, like.
Boobies,
This.
boobies, boobies, boobies.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my
Oh
daddy.
my goodness.
Got it from my
This is a ridiculous train.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Matching donations. I hope he was also a server on Mother's Day weekend, cause this is gonna be expensive.
Oh my.
That body from?
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy. Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Hey Paul, I just want you to know that I really love your content and it really helped me improve. I always root for you at all events you play. I wish you all the luck for the next PTQ. Love from Germany.
Where'd you get that body from?
Should I turn off the
Got
sounds?
it from my daddy. Got it from
Oh my god.
Got it.
Hey,
This
where'd
is
you get
unreal.
that body from?
Metallic
Good
review.
luck, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Holy.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy. Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Matching.
Wait, why is Sandbelt still donating? Shouldn't he be waiting? What is happening? I can't even add this up. What? Guys.
This is just value.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy.
Thanks, Mark. Appreciate it. Can't take it. I can't even.
We love you, Paul.
Where'd you get that body from?
Oh my goodness. Is this real?
Got it.
Look at this.
Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Choo choo.
Oh my goodness. Okay, hold on. Let me.
Where'd you get that body
Wait,
from?
no, not the draft queue. Where's my match?
I got it.
Where'd my match go? Okay, wait.
Got it from my daddy. Got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Edit. Good luck, bro. Edit that.
30 more seconds. He's actually matching this. Whoa.
Got it from my daddy. Got it from my daddy.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I have to read all of this.
Body from?
Matching hype train.
Okay, okay, okay.
Where'd you get that body from?
Where are we at right now? Udaja? Where is you? Oh my god, there's so many more.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Is there a sub train going? Hopefully I'm not too late.
Touch my body, body. Touch my body,
This is insane.
touch my body, body. Touch my body, oh.
Catching up.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it
Oh
from
my
my daddy.
god. How many rebukes can like he has spell quotas? How many rebukes can you possibly have?
Sound effects are a bit loud compared to your mic.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
CF bonds up. Choo choo.
Do they have what's the removal by the way?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
There's a first time
Was that,
for everything.
was that greedy instead of manual?
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy.
I'm trying to play this game. Oh my god.
Hey, where'd you get that
This is so sick.
Sounds stay one.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, where'd you get that
Thank you so much everybody.
Keep up the good work.
This is so insane.
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
How am I supposed to watch this magic game under all these dono notifications? Dumpster.
Oh my god.
Maybe I matched all.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy.
Dude, this is so unreal.
Where'd you get that
I
body
can't believe this is happening.
Sai
Thank you.
has more songs, you know.
This Samuel guy is unreal, yes. What is going
Got it
on?
from my daddy.
Are we done?
Daddy.
I think we're done.
Hey,
Okay.
where'd you get that
Alright, this match can wait.
This is real.
This
It's
was
damn real.
unreal. So Samuel donated another, 250 more? Was it 250 more?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body
Right?
from?
Never considered doing this, but this is so worth it. Keep it up.
The late killed the cat. Okay, Samuel, thank you so much. You got like an absurd donation train going. I gotta say thank you to everybody, of course. I'm not gonna miss any of you guys. Sold at VL, thank you so much for the $10. Exodus MTG, 333. Menno D, 333. Apodionysus.
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body
295. Okay, so I
How
gotta go
dare
50 more.
NASCAR father question me? I'll show him.
Where'd you get that body from?
Oh my god. Okay, we're done now.
Got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
We aren't done here yet.
Okay.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got
Why
it
is
from my
this
daddy.
okay?
I got it from my daddy.
We're
Got it.
Tanglewood Pure, thank you very much for the sub. Wow, this is
Hi, Korean.
this is you guys realize it's not Christmas anymore, right? You guys you don't have to do this. Okay.
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Let's go.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it, got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
We aren't done. Yet or done.
Alright, let me just canceled MTG, $10 donation, Zook Attack $3, FSD Shinobi 666, Hype Train, Udaja $5 more, Menno D, Samuel 87, Josh Silvestri. Thank you so much, appreciate it. Blargosity Apodionysus once again. Karoth the Betrayer. First time for everything. Dom. Double Fried. Udaja, you went ham. Sambill 87, Del DC, Chimnea, Felidar Sovereign, Gameron Clegg. I didn't even see the $50 donation. Oh my god. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Salvatos, Daluke. Did I pronounce that right? Wait, no. There's some. Wait, what? No! My body need not be touched anymore. I've already been touched. Lisa will get very mad. Apodionysus again. RXX2JP. Dude, I can't even keep up with this. RXX2JP.
Choo.
Oh my god. Ben Wedge, Avlac, Mr. Photon, JM Slamson, Snell, Apodionysus again. Apodionysus, can you just tell me how much you donated so I can figure this out?
Love your content. Hope this helps with the slow, rough
Oh my
days.
god, 50
Smiley
more?
face.
Sambill? You're not a real person. It actually just might not be a real person. Like, just, you know, it's just... Actually, I just got nothing. This is just too crazy. Thank you so much. Kaladin MTG, love your content. Hope this helps with the slow, rough days. Well, it's been rough for me so far, but yeah, thank you. All right, so we got wrecked there. Wow, he had to draw like 2 spells there. Thank you so much, Kaladin MTG. Yeah, thank you everybody so much. I mean, again, like I said before, it's kind of rough overall, and like I said before, I mean, this is the reason why, like, I still do this, you know. There's just no way I could continue doing this whole stream thing without you guys. So once again, thank you so much. I don't need the cell number. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I mean, look, like, this is crazy. You've done a lot for the stream.
Where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it.
Hey,
Apodionysus 80.
This makes 80, I think. Asked and answered.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
where'd you get that body from?
You're breaking me and also Moto. What? Meanwhile, I'm just getting dumpstered here. This is just destroying my Pro Tour.
Hey,
I'm not crying again, no.
Choo train donation.
Mikai90, thank you very much for the $7 donation. This build is much better against me, by the way. Wow. Thank you, everybody.
Now put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up,
I think we're
put
dead.
your hands up.
Hope you have better luck next PT.
Yeah, we're gonna lose to the Planeswalker. Did I update this? I don't even know. I'm just gonna move it up one. This is definitely a rougher matchup. Yeah, we can't win. Like, I can block this, kill this, and still take it lethal. How does this deck beat Gideon? Mostly by countering it, but when they counter you back, it's a lot worse. But wow, what a sick donation chain. I mean, I'll update the amount for you guys. This was insane. Oh. Wait, is that number right? Jesus. Unreal. Thank you so much, everybody. Wow. $9.50. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy.
where'd you get that body from?
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
HAUMPH.
Thank you, Mikai90. Appreciate it. Wow, Paul. No, that is definitely not the case. You don't have to give me anything. I really appreciate everything so far. Alright, what do I sideboard out? I'm on the play. Like, sensors, I can probably shave one. Get those this. Well, the thing is, they're after sideboard, they frequently just go Planeswalker mode, so you want to keep some number of hard counters. I guess pull from tomorrow is probably a lot
Where'd you
more
get that body
because
from?
they have counter magic.
I got it from my daddy. I got it from my daddy. I got it.
Hey, where'd you get that body from?
Gotta get to $1,000. You're the best, Paul.
Thanks, Mr. Photon. Really appreciate that. You own 2 different medical companies and also play Magic. And you know, that's the thing that most of us don't understand. Like people who stream or even play Magic professionally is like, there are people in the world who have real jobs and real careers and make real money. But anyways, thank you everybody for the support. Do you think they played the spell as well? Oh, you know what this is? This is a metallic rebuke, isn't it? Huh. If it's a metallic rebuke, I should just do this on the Heart of Kirin main phase, I think. And so if they counter it, they don't hit me for 4. Oh, no. If it's a rebuke... Yeah. Actually, I could have glimmered there, but... I think I want to like main phase that and just keep him negated. It's likely that my opponent tries to Gideon me here. Well, my opponent has a Clue and a Heart of Kirin in play. But, like, that might have been, like, kind of a spew in terms of mana efficiency. I don't know. But, like... Feels like they're keeping up the rebuke. Like, I feel like that's very likely to be one of the few cards in their hand. I think also blue-red is better against decks that... I'm actually not sure what to do here. I think I should negate. I always regret, like, when I use a more expensive counterspell more often than, like, trying to have the more efficient one. Coleman Inho, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Because my opponent can just play, like, Archangel Avacyn or something, and then, like, you know, like...
Now put your hands up, put your hands up,
Appreciate it.
hands up, put your hands up.
Yay, free subs.
You know what the sick part about this is right now? You know what the really sick part about this? Now, because my opponent went land Gideon, they can rebuke me. And they can rebuke me here. And I'm going to get punished. I'm going to absolutely get... Oh, well, never mind. Didn't matter. This is a really rough matchup for us because, like, they have counter magic to also resolve their threats. This is like a nightmare matchup, I think. And, I mean, playing this version makes some sense because this is probably also better against Marvel, right? This is probably worse against Black-Green. I think this is probably actually bad against Black-Green, but I think against the current metagame, this is actually a reasonable thing to do. Don't need more card draw. This is probably worse against zombies too, right? I don't know. Yeah, this might be bad against zombies. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? Like, this deck will have advantages against certain decks and disadvantages against others. Like, that's just kind of how it works. Yeah, I mean, we're just taking a gigantic beating here. This deck is kind of sweet, actually. I'm a little concerned it might not have enough ways to turn on Heart of Kirin in some matchups, but outside of that... How do we beat Marvel with this list other than type play? I haven't really had issues beating Marvel. I've had issues beating, like, other things. That's probably it. The 5-0 dream is dead, but it's okay. Apparently I get more subs when I lose, so might as well just focus on losing. That's the one thing with blue control. You can always, like, tweak and tune it based on what you expect the metagame to be. That one was a little bit outside of that. Also, I just think the Mardu matchup is, like, 50-50 at best. Because, like, they can get those... Like, your cards have to line up so well with theirs, whereas for them, they can just play their things, right? Like, you need to have the Magnet Spray for the Scrounger. You need to still have counterspells for their Planeswalkers, right? And you need to hope they don't have Disintegration when you play your Geralt. So... Yeah, Tar Heel Blue Boy, you have to play Scrounger. You just have to. So, like, I have to keep this Censor in case my opponent tries to turn to be Marvel me, I think. Do I have the invite to all the Pro Tours? I do. Or I have the invite to a lot. So do I want to get this off the board? Just because it's a Mana Source?
Now put your hands up, put your
I do,
hands up,
actually.
put your hands up.
So one of the main reasons is so that I can still have Censor be a relevant card. Prevent damage, and I can have Censor be a relevant card if my opponent tries to drop Marvel. Mike the Knight, thank you very much for the sub. Also, my opponent has 3 lands in play, so there's a decent chance, like, they might try to run out of 3-drop this turn and have a tap land in hand. And if that's the case, then they can't play around Censor. And this, I mean, we can... This deck isn't especially aggressive, so we can afford to take a few hits from the Rogue Refiner. If I don't draw a land, I'm probably cycling again. Whew! Utamog. Apparently people were spamming Utamog at the Pro Tour, which I thought was pretty great. I need an untapped land. Ooh, those are actually perfect. Boom. Oh yeah. Anytime late game Sensor does something, you're always happy. Hello, Cheon number 4. 3 Gearhulks in hand, looking pretty good here. By the way, that's one of the keys in this matchup. Like, don't just fire off a Sweltering Suns turn 3 right away. Oftentimes, what you're supposed to do is take a bunch of damage, and then like play Sweltering Suns, and then be able to follow that up with either a negate or a disallow. I'll let that one resolve. And my opponent likely has like a Harness Lightning or 2 in their hand, but that's fine. Like, we still get to just make sure we hit our land drops. Gonna cast a Glimmer here. I ain't playing around, no Sensor. Here comes a Lightning. Which format do I prefer at the moment? I don't mind Standard. I think I like Modern a little more. Negate. Interesting. I'm okay with that. Is our hand good against Marvel? Well, you shouldn't say that, Swaggins. Like, you know, we're trying to keep this family friendly. So, just, you know, try not to say stuff like that, if possible, please. And this is why Illumination is great, by the way. The fact that it just gives you another gas card to play off of Gearhulk. I am not going to GP Copenhagen, as it is just a little too far for me. Wow! Wow, well, we won.
Paul.
Okay. Number 1 Fingy, thank you. This is just a dream hand. Like, this is how I wish all my games went. Just my opponent with no relevant threats on the board, and my hand just being 6 counter spells. I'm literally going to counter like anything. This countered. Okay, I will not counter Puzzle Knot. This almost never happens when you play Marvel. What, you mean you never draw your Puzzle-Knots and Ulamogs against control and have only a handful of threats that matter? Oh, I don't have to discard. How convenient. I don't want to harness end of turn because that leaves me vulnerable to my opponent harness lightning in my Gear Hulk. Yeah, I wanted to keep negate open. Alright, now I'm just gonna run this out. Well, Grave, that word in general is not something that people like being used, so at least it was a temp ban, you know. It wasn't a perma ban. Gotta feel good about that at least, right? All right, let's try that. I don't know if this is right, but I prefer the hard counters. I like the harness lightning just because it's an instant speed way to kill like tireless trackers and things. Sensor is fine. Like the 1-mana cyclers are good. I think I should probably just play 25 lands at the very minimum. Yeah. Okay. You don't like the sweltering? Yeah, I mean, so that's the thing, right? Like I brought in an extra scatter. Like this means that I do have 10 answers to a creature that my opponent plays on turn 3. Unless my opponent goes turn 2 Servant, turn 3 like Planeswalker, I guess, but I still have like 7 answers to that too. I'm gonna mulligan this. I mean, it's like the same hand, but I don't want to go to 5. I get a Scry on the draw. I can cycle. Ugh. I mean, maybe in the dark I'm only supposed to bring in 1 Dispel. I'm not 100% there. Yeah, so this is how you lose. Like, on the draw, like, if they get, like, a reasonably quick hand, like, with some threats, and then you just end up falling too far behind. I think that's probably what's going to happen here. mean, that's why I keep the lightnings in, because I can, like, kill things at instant speed. Like, this is, I think, how I lost game 2 against Marvel last time, where my opponent just beat me down with these two things. Need a land. Need an untapped land. Whew. Okay. I mean, this doesn't get us out of it, but, like, it's a start. So many creatures! Oh my god! So I know, like, I need to leave up Negate Dispel for Marvel shenanigans, but I feel like my out is to draw Gear Hulk and come back from this, because that puts me to 3, and then I can Gear Hulk Harness Lightning. So for that reason, I am opting to play the tap land there. Jeez, okay. All right, I have a 1-outer here. 1-outer! All right. One outer being Sweltering Suns. So, like, this is the thing, right? Like, on the play, I think it's even less necessary, despite me just having lost to it. I mean, I guess I can keep one in. But I think, like, I just want all the sensors game on the play. Thing of the Ice is very bad in this matchup. All their creatures give you value. And again, just keep in mind that, like, the problem with Sweltering Suns is it taps you out and it leaves you vulnerable to, like, a big play afterwards. So I just like Harness Lightning. Again, like, almost the entire deck functions at instant speed. All right. No, Outcast is like one of the best cards in the matchup. All right. I considered Kefnet, but it's only really for the mirror, so. All right, this hand is great. I just want to thank you for having chat on the stream. It makes watching on mobile more enjoyable. No problem. I'm glad that my opponent just has a bunch of puzzle knots. Wow, look at him. Negate so fast. I mean, maybe? Yeah. Do you guys like cycling that illumination there? I mean, I know like I drew a few lands afterwards, which makes it a little more awkward. But I guess my opponent's not really doing anything. No, I just board out Pull from Tomorrow a lot against decks that's likely to bring in Dispels and Negates. Well, Lag Attack, I did just lose to that deck going wide. But, oh, they have so much energy. Alright, let's cycle one. Actually, I can probably cycle both. Need to draw some action. Okay. If Mardu disappears, do I think Blue Red has a chance? Yeah, I think Mardu is a decent choice next week. Blue Red is not. I see. That's like. I think Blue Red is good against Marvel, but I mean, we'll see. Maybe it isn't. Is this like a world breaker? This is what. Oh. Just kidding. Okay. Holy crap. Yeah. I forgot about that card. I need to draw a threat. Oh. Just kidding. It's great against Marvel. It's only instants or sorceries it can't be countered, right? Yeah. I mean, I just like I did bring in a bunch of threats, or I have like Outcast and there we go. But like now my opponent can kill the Outcast, which is unfortunate. Like if they just have Harness Lightning. I'm hoping they just have like Marvels and stuff. That was a good draw. Oh, no Harness Lightning! No Harness Lightning! Ah! Ah! Don't do it! Don't! Do it! Oh my god. Yeah, there is an argument to be made for playing one summary dismissal. I think more people are going to be playing Yuya Watanabe's list. Oh, come on! What a jerk. Seriously. What a jerk. Can I ban my opponent? Is that possible? Alright, I'm gonna lose the Sphinx. Why not counter the Harness Lightning? Because I cannot. Yeah, we're dead. Oh man, we started out so good. So well. We were 3-0. Alright, Sphinx of the final word. Forgot about that. Alright, that does make me want to play a summary dismissal on the sideboard. And I will say I do still, like, I do want another land in the deck. Aqualog, thank you very much for the Twitch Prime sub. Much appreciations.